My name is Enock Musinguzi. I work for the Global Alliance for Improved Nutrition. I am the country director for GAIN in Tanzania, where we also coordinate the Sun Business Network. So I'm privileged to work with the Sun Business Network team. If you are a business that wants to make a sustainable business and stay in the market for long, you are going to use nutrition as a tagline. Therefore, in that case, it's nutrition aiding business. But also, nutrition and business being like Siamese twins, business also aids nutrition because the private sector produce the food we eat. They come up with innovations that we use that aid nutrition, the marketing solution, the financing solutions, and their distribution networks of some of those products provide nutrition a very big aid. So in that case, nutrition aids business, but business also aids nutrition. Through the business network, the private sector started to engage with the public sector, with the government, so to say. And through that engagement, and with the Sun Business Network as a neutral broker, government started realizing the positive contribution of private sector, not just that they are there for their profits. There was a social benefit that businesses were providing to the consumers. And so, increasingly, their negative attitude and government's perceived lack of appreciation of private sector contribution changed. And we see now more positivity, we see more engagement, and we see more acceptance of private sector as a critical player as far as coming up with solutions to malnutrition is concerned. The government was able to nominate Sun Business Network in Tanzania to sit at the high level steering committee of nutrition in Tanzania when they were making the new 5-year nutrition action plan. Sun Business Network was tasked to mobilize private sector in Tanzania to come and contribute their voices, their ideas to the new plan. And the plan now is in place. Sun Business Network has been asked to help in dissemination of that plan to private sector players in the whole of Tanzania. That helps the private sector to come on board and make the rightful contribution. The challenge comes from a strength from multinationals to national businesses to small and medium enterprises. Now that is good because it takes care of all the various businesses and your reach is broad. But there is a challenge as well because when it comes to identifying, because these businesses come with an objective to provide solutions, but also to be helped where they have weaknesses. Now, when you have such a diverse array of businesses, identifying and prioritizing which tasks or which technical assistance to provide becomes a challenge. Yeah, so we are managing this in a number of ways. One, we are now mapping. We are undergoing a mapping exercise where we are identifying the specific needs of each group, of each category of business, which will allow us to understand which particular interventions to undertake in which category of business players. But also use the multinationals who have skills, who have lessons to share, sit them around with others, the national and small and medium enterprises, for them to be able to share their strength. They will have been in business for much longer, to share what they think should be some of those areas that the national and small businesses should be looking at to grow to strength. So that way, it really helps the small to remain engaged, the national to remain engaged, because they are learning from the multinationals. But multinationals also learn from the national and small because they understand the national and the local context and environment better. So because of this marriage, you find that there is a symbiotic relationship where each of these businesses benefit from the other. I think my message to all those who are beginning those networks is to, as soon as possible, have a national mechanism that will run, working with, of course, a global team and the national stakeholders, this network. That way, you don't create room for speculation, what your motives or interests are, because you are around to answer any question that arise.